Tottenham against Newcastle in Korea. I am here with Amir today. How we doing, Amir? It's going to be an emotional day today, my friend.
It is indeed, and it's the end of a legacy here at Spurs with Sonny's goodbye. You know, it's the news just came a couple of days ago, really, didn't it? So it's just really settling in a lot of people's minds. But yeah, this is going to be Heung-min Son's last game for Tottenham Hotspurs, so it really is going to be an emotional day. It's his farewell. Let's hope we can get a win, and maybe he can get on the score sheet as well, and give those fans out in Korea something to shout about. The way Son's given us so much to shout about over the years. I mean, 10 years of non-stop goal scoring, assists, you know, playing with a smile on his face, and then the cherry on top, of course, out in Bilbao, lifting that European trophy. Sonny's given it all for this club, and, you know, my hat goes off to the guy. Just thank you so much for your service, Sonny, and, you know, you deserve everything in the world. I wish him the best wherever he goes, whether that's America, Saudi, stays in Europe. You know, what a guy. What a captain, what a legend, and I'm sure his story with us, although it's coming to an end for now, I'm sure he'll be back. We'll see him a lot down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium over the next few years.
Yeah, I really do hope so. But you know, the word legend, it gets bandied around a lot and quite easily at times, isn't it? But he's a guy that really epitomises what a legend actually is for Tottenham Hotspur. The way he conducted himself throughout the 10 years at Tottenham Hotspur, the quality that he showed on the pitch, pure world-class quality, big game player, a scorer of many goals, but also a scorer of great goals.
Puskas winning
goals, unbelievable. The catalogue of goals he has to his name is just incredible. It really is incredible. And I can't believe we're sitting here 3rd of August 2025, and we're about to see Son's last ever game. Well, supposedly, it might not be, but it looks like it will be Son's last ever game in a Spurs shirt. It's really emotional, man.
It is indeed.
But look, it is, and it's quite fitting that it is out in Korea as well. I would have liked it to be at Tottenham because I think he deserves the send-off of the stadium. 61,000 Spurs fans in the UK. Giving him the send-off he deserves. I kind of thought, like, why not just prolong it a little bit where you have a deal agreed, but he goes, like, maybe the day after the Burnley game and not play the Burnley game, but come out in front of the fans before the game or after the game and give him the send-off he deserves.
I'd love that, Ben. And I think he's deserving of that. And I think the fans would love it as well. So if you can make that happen, let's do it. You know, Sonny deserves that big farewell from the home crowd. He's going to get a lovely farewell out in Korea from all his adoring fans over there. And, you know, on top of the legend that he is, Sonny is a phenomenon. He's a phenomenon. There's nothing like him out in Asia and Korea specifically. You know, the guy is, you know, Mr. Fantastic. And I feel like, you know, we need to be so grateful for the years that he's given us and everything that he's brought to this club. So just a big thank you, Sonny. And we were talking about it off air, actually, you know, about what we're going to do about replacing Sonny. And there's no replacement for this guy. There's nobody you can bring in and you can say, oh, this guy's going to do what Sonny did for us. So, you know, it's just a marvellous career with Spurs and a marvellous guy in general.
Yeah. Obviously all culminating in that night in Bilbao. He got the moment that he thoroughly deserved. I do believe and do think, you know, we have let him down a little bit as a football club, that we haven't been able to produce more moments like that in the course of his 10 years, because someone of his quality deserves so much more in terms of silverware in his career, didn't he?
Oh, 100%. 100%, Ben, and it makes you think back to all those kind of opportunities that we had, because we had opportunities to win, and, you know, it was always, we had Sonny, we had Kane, but the rest of the team was kind of lacking. You know, we didn't have enough to get us over those lines in those finals. And a player like Sonny, you know, he deserves to have a whole trophy cabinet made just for himself.
Yeah.
But look, the achievement in Bilbao just it makes it even that much sweeter that was the way of, you know, him ending his Spurs career.
His
I
last
think.
competitive game.
Yeah.
Which is mad to think about.
Incredible. And you know what? I think even back then, I think we knew deep down that it was happening. Do you remember James Maddison and Sonny, that embrace? It looked like a farewell embrace. It didn't look like a just, you know, I'm happy to win the Europa League. Yeah. So I think the writing's been on the wall for a while. And like I said, just wish the guy the best in his future endeavours. And I really do hope he comes back as some kind of ambassador once he's finished up with his playing days.
Always be a Spurs boy.
That's it.
You know,
100%.
He came here as a boy, leaves as a man.
100%.
That's going to go over to the MLS. And it's not very often you see a player that has not come through the academy, doesn't have that kind of initial born and bred association with Spurs, come through as like a very young kid. He came here as 23 years of age, 22 years of age, and he's one of our own now. That's it.
100%.
He's one of our own, and it's
100%.
very rare that you see a player like that of his quality show such loyalty. You know, when players like Harry Kane, who came through our academy, were pushing for moves in our worst times, he was signing contracts in our worst times. That just shows you the loyalty that this guy put into this football club, and that is exactly why, along with everything else, that why we're always going to consider him one of our own.
Oh, 100%. The level of commitment to Spurs, the level of commitment to the shirt, and the level of commitment he showed, not just to all the managers he's played under, but to his teammates. He'll be the one dragging them through games, you know, getting them pumped up, getting them amped up. And yeah, words just can't describe what Sonny has brought to this club. And yeah, he'll be sorely missed. He will. Like I think, you know, in terms of replacements, like we said, there's nothing you can do to replace Sonny. The best you can hope for is to bring someone in who can aim to be as good as Sonny. That's as close as you're going to get, in all honesty.
An end of an era, people. He is the last one left that started the Champions League final. He is, you know, the second last, because Ben Davies is still here. He'll be the last one left, actually, from the Pochettino era. He was Pochettino's first signing. But it really does signify just the end of an era at Tottenham. You know, you're hearing the devastating news about Dele Alli, who's considering retirement at the moment. And obviously, our thoughts are all with him. And hopefully he can get on the right path and do whatever he wants to do to be happy. Dembele, gone. Harry Kane, obviously playing at Bayern Munich right now. Like all these great players that we had. Jan, Toby, Eriksson. God, what a team we had. And Sonny was kind of like the last one.
But that team didn't win anything, Ben.
Yeah.
That team didn't win anything. Do you know what I mean? And that's just a credit to show you that these players that we have today, although some of them may not be on the level of some of those players we mentioned, in terms of commitment and desire and passion for winning, our players have something in them, Ben. And, you know, for me, to build off Bilbao and to build off the 10 years that Sonny's given us, you know, we need to add. We need to add to this squad. We need to add to the team, and we need to push on in the right direction. And that direction for me is more trophies.
Yeah, 100%. But look, we do have a game to talk about today. 4 minutes to go till kickoff.